Joining me in the broadcast is renowned singer and composer Anu Malik. Mr. Malik, thank you so much for speaking to us on News 9. Very firstly, it's a big loss, and I think we're all at a loss of words since yesterday night, ever since this news came in. Your first reaction to how big a loss this is to the world of music globally?
Um, it's a huge, huge loss. He took our music through his tabla to the world map. Just about 3 or 4 months ago, I think, went by when he got 3 Grammy Awards in a row, the first Indian to do so. How do I begin talking about this great man when we say a loss? It's a loss of humongous proportion. It's a tragedy, actually. Zakir Bhai, if you were to ask me questions about Zakir Bhai,
Hmm.
we grew up hearing his name. And the thing is that I heard his name through my father, who was a firm believer that there was no one like Ustad Allah Rakha Khan Sahab.
Hmm.
And then dad told me about Zakir Bhai. And I started listening to his tabla, his life story. He's a child from Mahim, if I'm not wrong.
Hmm.
You know, and Mahim always pulsed with Mumbai's essence. And whenever we had a chance to speak to him, he always said that he loved India. Like he told me once, he loved the song we had made, East or West India is the best.
Hmm.
And I met him at Shankar Mahadevan's place last 1.5 years back, when Shankar Mahadevan had organized his Ganpati festival. Festival. He calls people over, and I was there, and I was singing. Shankar Bhai told me to sing Kali Kali Aankhein, and Zakir Bhai was just standing there. And I was overawed with him. So I was singing my song, and I got down and went to meet him. And I said, I'm apologetic. Why are you apologetic? I'm aise gaane ga raha hu, and you are such a classical virtuoso. And he smiled and said, you know what, Anu? Your song keeps on resonating in my head, and I keep on humming this tune. And that was the biggest compliment ever. So what do you say about Zakir Bhai, who took the tabla to great heights, performing in San Francisco, London, Geneva? But his answer, if you ask him, was rooted in the beginnings. The wells are here in India, in Mumbai. He loved Mumbai, he loved India, and he always spoke about his roots.
Absolutely. Any tribute for him? Would you want to sing a
Well,
song or
I would
anything
say,
for him
I
today?
would just say, I would say heroes are remembered.
Hmm.
I would say heroes are remembered, but legends never die. And his tabla will resonate not only till the end of time, beyond the end of time, because there's something, when he collaborated with Beatles, and he had his own Shakti group, and there was so much that he has given. And how do you encapsulate the greatness of Zakir Bhai in just a small little interview like this? How do you say? I mean, the amount of tablis. There was a legend that said that Ustad Allah Rakha Sahab, when he was small, Zakir Bhai, he used to play tabla taps, the tals hote na tabla ki. He used to play it in his ear. So that went into his DNA, it went into his soul. And it was amazing. He would play a tune on a tabla. Can you believe that?
Absolutely.
With his baya and chati and his command over classical music. And it was almost, the tabla was not, he was not playing, he was singing the tabla. His tabla sang. It had a voice of its own. So all I can say is that heroes will be remembered, but legends can never die. He was a classic man, so rooted to his culture, and such a great soul who took it, through his music, give so much recognition to the musicians of India. And when he won the Grammys, we stood up and clapped for him. And I remember clapping for him how many times, I can't remember. And I went and told this to his brother Tawfiq Qureshi. That is such an honor and a privilege to shake hands with you, because while shaking hands with you, I'm shaking hands with the brother, Zakir Bhai, and he smiled.
Absolutely. I mean, it is definitely a vast journey he's had and a vast amount of contribution he's made to this entire music world
Absolutely.
wide. But
Absolutely.
today, would you want to give a tribute to him with any song of yours? At, if at all it is
At this
possible.
point of time, I do remember I would sing for him a song which he would have liked. I believe he heard it. He was immersed in classical music. He was immersed in greatness. I would say he was immersed. He was not only great himself, he was immersed in greatness. He was dipped in greatness.
Hmm. Hmm.
So to take a song and to tell him that I remember you and I will always love you like everyone else of us, you, me, the whole world loves Zakir Bhai,
Hmm.
and winner of the Padma Shri, winner of the Padma Bhushan.
Hmm.
I would say because he loved Rag, Yaman, Malhar. He
Hmm.
loved every kind of rag. So the song which is based in Yemen,
Hmm.
um, and which got 3 national awards, composed by me. I'll sing this
Hmm.
to remember him. Mm, to say that our threads of love together that we have together will never be broken.
Hmm.
ये मोह मोह के धागे तेरी उंगलियों से जा उलझे कोई टोह टोह ना लागे किस तरह गिरहा ये सुलझे है रोम रोम एक तारा जो बादलों में से गुजरे ये मोह मोह के धागे तेरी उंगलियों से जा उलझे. I like to add one more thing, Shreya, is
Absolutely.
that he was whenever whenever we feel the first drops of rain,
Hmm.
whenever we see the season changing, in
Hmm.
every season he'll come back again and again, whether it's winter or summer or
Hmm.
rains, or night or day. His tabla will play on and on and on, and I have tears in my eyes when I'm talking to you right now. And
Absolutely
some
understandable. Hmm.
some a greatness like him, a great human being like him, can never be born. I mean, what more can you say about how did he learn his tabla? How did he play his tabla? And what he did with the tabla and took it to heights unknown. May his soul
Hmm.
rest in peace.
Hmm.
Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Om Shanti.
Thank you so much, Mr. Malik, for joining us here. And definitely, it is too short a conversation to be able to capture everything he has achieved, but definitely a tribute in our own ways. And thank you so much for joining us here.
Thank you.
Thank you for this call.
Thank you, ma'am.